So hope you people are completed the lab setup, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, bro.
Okay. Let me start. So in today class, we are going to discuss about some of the fundamental. Before we are proceeding to the administration activities, there is some fundamental things we need to be discussed. Nothing but So maybe some of the people are aware of that, but just kind of the revision. So basically, we are using the Unix operating system. Say every operating system will be having the one kind of unique nature. So in this Unix operating system also, there is a some of basic fundamental commands will be there. So we are using into the day-to-day of life. So that could be maybe for the retrieving of the data, or for the addition, or for the any listing, or for the creation of the directories. So that's the same thing. In Windows also we are creating the directories. We are creating the sum of the files. We are opening the sum of the files. We are hiding the sum of the files. These are the regular kind of the activities. See, Windows means, it means that you know how to access the Windows operating system. So here also there is some of the basic fundamental things, nothing but we are using into the day-to-day operations. So as a part of the production environment, okay, you people are managing the operating system. So there is a middleware team or any kind of application team. They will come up with a picture. They will ask you that execute the some sort of the command or implement the some sort of the command or just give the output of the some information, okay, or list out the some of the information. This type of the particular kind of information they are going to be asked. In this situation, how you people are going to be tackled and how you are going to be retrieve the data from the major source. So that is the majorly we are going to perform today. So here, as a part of the activity, so Unix, as I said you right, Unix is the fundamental thing. Unix, we have a lot of distributions. So distributions means, for example, Linux, Fedora, CentOS. Okay, these all are we are calling as a distribution, means it is the following the fundamental aspects of the Unix, and meanwhile it is the have a unique nature. That's the same thing. For example, you people are having everyone like a Samsung mobile, Apple mobile, okay, like a Lenovo, different type of mobiles are there. The fundamental aspect of the mobile is that for the calling purpose, means transfer the data, nothing but your communication from the one place to other. That is one of the thing. Secondary thing is that you need to convey your information or by using the messages, by using the call. That is a fundamental need of the mobile. So after that, every company have a come up with their own features. For example, quality of camera, quality of speed, and there is a good amount of other features, any app related fundamental things. Means these are the specific features to help out into the grab into the market. So here also Unix is a fundamental aspect. Nothing but whether you are using any kind of the distribution, but it will follow the fundamental nature of the Unix. Means it will be distributed environment, it will be support to the everyone, and it is a open source. So Unix environment, most of them are we are going to get it in the open source, except few of them like a AX and some of operating system you won't get it immediately because that is the hardware dependency will be there. Those things and all we cannot run into the normal laptops. Those things we can need to run on only server peripherals, servers only. So that is the reason. Except that most of them 80 to 90% of the things you are going to perform the things, okay, you are going to get it from the free of the cost. So that is one of the major advantage of Unix. It's a free, and moreover it is a more secure because of command line interface. So now let me take up into the activity. So there is some of the commands which we need to be understand. For example, one is the major command is that uname command. So uname command is define you that which,
Bro, did you share your screen?
sorry, I forgot to share a screen. Yeah, now you people are able to see my screen, right?
Ah, yes, bro.
Yes, sir.
So uname is a one of the command. The command will help you out. For example, let it be I'm dealing with a lot of the distributions. So the primary aspect I need to know that which operating system or which distribution I'm managing. Because for example, if you see that your real-time mobiles only, some of the mobiles you will see they are calling as a pictures, some of the mobiles they are calling as a images. Okay, there is a some kind of basic fundamental changes will be there. Here also, every operating system, the changing of commands, little bit of commands will be differ. So to know the which OS we are using this command, to know the operating system, okay, which operating system are you are using. In the same command we are using -a to get a which OS and all details. For example, you know the operating system, but you want to know the additional information, nothing but what is the architecture, what is the time, and when it is created, and which version it is, some sort of additional details of the particular operating system. Then we are going with a uname -name. So uname -r is the one command. So this will help you out to know the only version of OS. For example, I don't want all the details. Okay, I need a very clear details just to know the which version of the operating system I am handling. For this one, majorly we are using the uname -r version. So this command will help you the only the version. So next command is id command. So id command which help you out which user you logged in. For example, since we are logging as a command line interface, means always it is a cross verify where you are standing, which your user you logged in, each and everything, once and everything we need to be have a validate. Why means, for example, by mistakenly you deleted wrong data, you deleted some of other data, it leads to the major problem into the real time. So that is the reason we are using, okay, so the command called id command. So id command will help you out to list out the user information. So list out the user information, we are using the id command. In the same way, so we are using the one more command called df. So df is the major command to know the disk information. What is a disk? Disk is nothing but your drives, like a C drive, D drive, V drive. Okay, for example, if you open the my computer in Windows, you can see the drives, right? Like you have a C drive, D drive, V drive. In the same way here also, we can see that drives information into the by using the df command. So in the same way, du command, disk usage. So if you want to know the disk usage, for example, you have a C drive, you have a D drive. So you got one alert stating that the disk is occupied, the disk is full. On the moment of the time, what exactly you need to go it? So nothing but you are going to validate that. What is the status of that? How you are going to validate, and which occupancy of the data is high? Everything you are going to validate and remove the data. This type of activity we are going to do by disk usage. Okay, and again the next command is called PWD, present working directory. So As I said you earlier, most of the times we are implementing into the different files, different folders, and each and everything. Always we need to validate where you are standing. For example, you are standing on particular place, particular directory, particular location. Which location it is? Always we need to validate. One is that which user. Second thing is that where you located. Everything we need to be validated particularly. If not, that is going to be very problematic situation. Nothing but you are going to be problematic situation. Nothing but wrong place if you implemented means this leads to the people understand that okay, maybe the data is going to be corrupted. Once the data corrupted, there is a lot of issues will come into the picture. Nothing but if you want to reclaim the data reclaiming is not that much of easy. Sometimes you need to get approvals, sometimes you need to give the explanations why you done the thing. So these are the things, it's going to be majorly problematic situation. So that is the reason people are not going with them blindly implementing the data. So the major problem with the Linux is that we cannot implement the anything without knowing, because if implemented means that going to be really problematic situation. So that is one of the major things. So that is the reason we are using the id command and the pwd command majorly each and everything, every situation. Okay, so there is a one more command is called, okay, so we have a sum of MKDIR. So this MKDIR command make a directory. For example, you want to create a directory in Windows. Also you people are creating the folders, right? There we are calling as a folders, here we are calling as a directory, only the changing of your name. So if you want to create any folder, we are using the command called mkd. Everything whatever I am listing, I am creating the one scenario, I will show you practically also. Okay, cd change the directory. For example, if you want to directory change it from the one place to other place, we are using the command called cd command. The cd command will help you out to do the implementation, changing from the one directory to other directory. We are using the command called cd command. And the secondary thing is that we are using the one more command, nothing but cp. Cp is a nothing but copy command. For example, if you want to move the copy from the one place to other place, we are using the copy command. mv command is a nothing but move or rename. For example, there is a one file is there, you want to rename the file, okay, instead of abc like a cde. So in that time we are using the command called mv command. So not only that one, rm command. So this is a very dangerous command. Okay, remove command. So Linux environment and especially Unix environment, we are not having the any kind of recycle bin concept. Windows we have a recycle bin concept, nothing but if something is goes wrong, it will be there into the your environment, nothing but recycle bin. But here we are not having the any kind of the recycle bin concept. So that is the reason, make sure whenever you are deleting, don't delete without any backup or without any proper details. So make sure if all goes well, then only you have to be deleted. Without that we could not delete directly. So that is one of the major aspect of your thing. So in the same way, we are using the one more command call. So we are using the one more command called nothing but ls command. Ls is a nothing but list command. For example, you logged into the one of the directory, you need to see the content of the information, what are the details are there. You are using the command called ls command. Ls only we have a multiple switches like a ls-a. Okay, it will list all details, it will list all the details. And the secondary thing is that ls hyphen l is nothing but only list the details, list with property info. So these are the major commands. Apart from that, we have one more, nothing but RMDIR, like a remove directory. For example, you want to remove the directory, we are using the command called RMDIR. So apart from that, we are using some of filter commands. So filter commands we have majorly, okay, there is one command called grep command. So this is one of the major command we need to understand why we are using, and egrep command. Okay, and we have one more command, it's not a filter command, like a zip command. Zip, why we need to do it. So these are the few commands. There is a sum of other commands also there. At the time of execution I will show you that. So let me go to the practical, then only people can understand the things and all. So this is my operating system. I logged into the server. For example, I trigger the command called IP space R. IP space R command will list you out IP address of the particular server. For example, this is the IP address of the server. So in the same way, IP address A. A is nothing but all the information will be, it will going to be listed out along with the, what are the primary things are there, including each and everything, it will be listed out. I don't want all this information. I need only IP address, means I can go with this command. There is one more command, if config space -a. So some of the operating system, your IPA and IPR won't be work, but this is the standard command where it will list out everything. If config -a command. This if config -a command will list you out every information in the same way. IPA, how it is listing, in the same way it is also listing the entire the details. Entire the details will be going to be listed out properly. So this is one of the major command. It will list out the entire your operating system. Okay, what are the network related what are the things are there, each and everything will be listed out into the process wise. So here what are the operating system, netmask information and the packets information. Okay, this is the Ethernet. Okay, this is the IP address allocated to the your Ethernet. Each and every details will be, it will going to be listed out. So once it is done, then you are going with the next command called netstat -nr. So this command purpose is very simple. For example, every operating system, everything will be having the internet gateway. For example, in your Windows, you people are using ipconfig. So ipconfig is how it is listing your server information, network information, gateway information. In the same command, we are using their ifconfig and netstat command. These two commands will list you out your server information along with your network gateway information. Gateway is the connectivity. It will help you out your server to connect from the outside environment. Outside, if you want to connect your server, means it should be pingable. So there is some of the requirements you will get it. User complain that in interview question people will ask you that user is not able to connect to the server, but server is up. So what is the reason? So maybe one of the reason is that your gateway is not pingable, or your gateway is not connecting to the services. That is one of the reason will be there. Here also, how you are going to check it out, by using the ping command. You are logging to the console. Console is nothing but this is the one. You are logging to the console. From the console, you are going to trigger the command called netstat -nr. From there, you are going to ping the command. Once you ping the command, you are able to see the things and all. So this is the command will help you out to understand the your environment. So once it is done, then you are going to perform the next level of action, then you are going to involve the, see, network related we are not doing anything, so we need to inform to the network team. So in interview time also, if the someone is asked that from the operating system side only I am going to calculate the information, if something is needed I am going to touch up with the network team, nothing but network team. Okay, they, I will ask you them check the VLAN LAN. So anyone idea about the VLAN LAN network interface, those things? What is those? Any idea?
Virtual local area network.
Okay. So network level everything will be there. Whenever they are allocating the IP address, that IP address should be allocated to the particular LAN and all. So that will be happening by using the from networks. See, that is not our work, but basic fundamentals sometimes we need to. Whenever you have a time, kindly go through that like a LAN, WAN, MAN. So maybe people are aware of that. Just to go through it and IP address. Okay. So those are the fundamental things. So here, this is one of the case. Coming back to the our basic things. So here some of the commands I'm going to use it now. So uname command, if you trigger the uname command, it will list out which operating system I'm using. So right now I'm
So for man command for used for it shows all sub command, no? Man.
yeah, you were
It's a
saying
user
this man
build.
command, right? Yeah.
No. Oh, ls man. Yes, man. That man only.
Yeah, you were saying okay.
Man.
NLS. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
showing
okay.
all. Okay.
So actually, so one of the beauty is that, okay. So in especially Unix environment, most of the times you are not having the any internet facility in production environment. But for example, I am the new user. I don't know about the command how to execute ls. Okay. Before executing, at least I am expecting some support, some basic fundamental information. So recently now we have a chat GPT and we have a lot of the Google, okay, Claude, everything. At least when you trigger the command, automatically it will explain you the everything, how to use, how to write, how to think, what is the purpose and all. But by default in the nature, your Unix operating system also supporting one command called man. So this man command, what exactly the thing means? The man command is something like a local Google. Nothing but in operating system level, there is a majorly all the commands. You don't know how to use it. So that information and all it will list out. For example, right now I use the netstat command. So what is a netstat? One line of information. In netstat, what are the types of the switches we can use it? Means what are the things we can use it. And full-fledged details about the particular command. Means what are the options we can use it and where we can use it and what is the protocol, any policy is there, what is the in and out information, full-fledged information of particular package will be listed out into the, this is a place. So this is a one of the major one and it will help you a lot with the new users. So that is the reason, we cannot no need of any internet facility and all. So that is the reason man command is we are calling as a local Google. For example, man space ls. I want to know the information of basic fundamental details of ls. But it will list you out everything. ls is nothing but list the directory content. You want to list the directory content, you are using the ls command. And how the synopsis and in detail description of the particular thing and everything it will list you out. This is help you lot into the whenever you are into the struck moment. Nothing but you don't know how to execute the command. In the moment of the time, this will help you out. Okay. So now you are going with the uname command. So uname command will list you out which operating system you are using. Just I want to know that before I am triggering anything, before I am solving any issue, that is a basic fundamental thing. I need to know that which operating system I am using. So by using the uname command, it will list you out the operating system which I am using into the environment. Same command with -a. Along with the operating system, I want to know the sum of additional information. Means what is the particular architecture, okay, what is the time and what is the date, some of what is the distribution, some of additional information also I want to use it. So with this command uname-a, it will list you out all the information of your operating system. For example, in the same way you are using -r. -r is nothing but I don't want all the information, I just need the version of your operating system. So you are using this command. There is one more command is called cat/etc os release. So this os release command will help you out, list out your operating system level information. For example, in my operating system level, these are the information it is there. What is the operating system level, who is the creator, each and everything it is there. So, and coming to the Red Hat, we are using Red Hat release. Just you know that coming to the operating system Red Hat, which version of operating system you are using. For example, I install the 9.4 version. To know the particular information, I am using the command called Red Hat release, or I can use the OS release. OS release also I can able to list out the version ID. Okay, any one of the thing you can use it. So in the same way, I'm using the one of the command called PWD. So the PWD command will list you out where you are standing right now. Present working directory. The present working directory will list you out where you are standing. So right now I'm standing present working directory. So I will show you with one scenario. It will help you out those things. So let it be, I'm creating the one directory MKDIR. So let it be one college, one directory I created. So I want to list the directory is created, ls command college. So the directory is created, but it is not having the any data. So cd space college, I move to the college. So right now earlier I was into the root directory. Now I move to the college directory. Trigger PWD, present working directory. Presently you are into the college directory. So this is the way. For example, in the same command, where you want to execute, whether into the root directory or inside a root there is a college directory, inside a college directory. These are the specification will help you out the PWD command. So user requested that in present working directory you want to perform the some of the operations. For example, let it be I'm using the one more command called touch command. So the touch command will help you out to create a new files. So in Windows we are having the new option, right? Like a new option we are creating the files and directories. So like that. So here also this option will help you out. Test1, test2, test3, test4. 4 files I created. So when I trigger ls-l, it will list you out all the 4 files. So ls command will help you to list out the content of your present working directory. In my current working directory, there is some content is there. I want to see that what is the content. So I use the command called ls-l. Normal ls command, it will list the content, but it is not listing the properties of the information. So ls command only lists the content. So coming to here, ls-l is nothing but it will list you out the property of information also. When it is created, who is the boss, and what is the permissions. Okay, each and everything elaborative information of the particular file. So same thing, ls-a command. This command will list you out. Okay, any hidden files are there. ls-la. So there is a some of the files which are into the hidden format. Why means as a part of the security, your operating system hides some of the files which is not known to the user at direct level, because Maybe that is a configuration files, data related files, security related files. It is don't want to list out to the everyone. In the time we are using the command called ls-la. L is a nothing but list, A is a nothing but all. List out the all the content, okay, each and everything what exactly it is there, ls-la command. So in the same way I'm going to use it C. Okay, so present working directory. So my requirement is that I'm creating the one more directory. Okay, nothing but computer. I'm creating the one more directory, computer. Let me trigger ls-l. So in this file I'm having, this is the directory. You are able to see that, right? Directory start with a D. Normal files it is not having anything. So this is a particular directory. My requirement is that in computer directory I need to switch it. I'm switching computer directory where I'm standing. Presently I'm standing into the computer directory ls-l. Is any files are there? No. So ls space -l. There is no content. So my requirement is that, okay, presently you are performing some kind of operation. Again, touch command you are using. You are creating the test 6, test 7, test 8, test 9, test 0. So some data you are creating, you are listing out the data. Now the requirement is that, so we have one more command called cat command. So the cat command will help you out to display the content of the your file. For example, test 0 is the one of the file. I want to list out the what exactly the content. It is not having any content. So with the cat command we can use the one more action also, append the data. For example, I want to push the data, small data into the file. So cat space greater than space particular file. So this is the test file we use in demo wise. So hi, this is a test file, something I added, control D or control Z. So we are using the control D or control Z. So once I use the control D or control Z, any one of the command if you use means it will automatically save and come out of the situation. So now the same command ls-l command. So I want to list out the content of the file once again. Cat test 0. So now the content is came, right? Earlier the content is not there. Now the content is came into the situation. For example, now the requirement is that I want to copy the content of test 0 to test 9. So let me list out the test 9. Is any data is there? No. Cat test 0 is any data is there? Yes. So my requirement is that I need to copy the content. CP. What is the source? Source is that wherever you have a data, test 0 space test 9. From 0 to 9 I want to copy the content. Okay, are you sure you want to copy? Because 9 if you have already data means it will going to be overwrite. I will show you how to do that. Okay, so yes, so let me list out the data. Cat 0 data is there and cat 9 also data is there, but you can see that same data is there, same data is there. For example, I'm using the one more command, cat test 8. So simply test 8 high I placed. Okay, this is a test 8 content, test 9 content, this is one. For example, now if I use the command called cp command, so cp command I'm using from the 8 to 9 I want to copy the 8. What is the data? Only simple high is there. 9 we have the few set of the lines are there. So automatically the data is going to be overwritten. What is the overwritten? Any idea? What exactly is going to be happening if a trigger yes means?
It shows only high for test 9.
Yeah. So it will remove the content of your 9. For example, your 9, whatever the content is there, it will going to be removed. Means it will be replace the content with a high command. So instead of that one, for example, cat greater than 9, double greater than test 0. So let me check the list. What is the test 0? Test 0, this is the one. 9 is the, this is the one. So my requirement is that I want to add the content. For example, test 9 I have a data, I am appending to test 0. Means double greater than we are using. Single greater than means it will override the content. If I use the double greater than, for example, if you can see that here, test 0, how many lines are there? 1, 2, 3, blank space also, line number 4, 5 lines. Okay, here it is having only one line. Let me give the command. So what exactly is going to happen? Test 9 data is there, there is no changes. What about the test 0? You can see that here, this is my previous command, nothing but test 0. It is having some content, it is not overwritten, and whatever the content it is there into the test 9, it is placed into the last line, end of line, EOL, right? Means you understand, right? What is the difference? This is we are using for the appending purpose. Means don't delete the data, you place into the last line. You got a point, right? Don't delete the data, you push it into the last line. So in that time, especially when we are using this type of the nature of the work, means whenever you people are using any kind of logs or any kind of activities, if you want to continuously data you are feeding, in the time you are using, means we are using the single greater than or double greater than, any one of the command we are using into the environment. Hope it's clear. Vaishnavi, అర్థమైందమ్మా? Any doubts?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
అది ఒకసారి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తానే, బట్ స్టిల్ అరుల్ you are okay, right?
Yeah, I'm fine, bro.
He is aware of that. Okay. So yeah. So that is the thing. So not only that one, now the few more commands. For example, I want to remove the data. So rm test 9. So rm command will help you to remove the data of the content. For example, it is always trigger you, are you sure you want to do it? Yes. Okay, again ls-l. Instead of ls-l, I can use the shortcut also ll. ll also shortcut form of ls-l. It is also list out the content, whatever ls-l will list out. So the same way it is list out the content. So here the content is listed here in this particular format. You can see that you deleted the test 9 file. So there is a one kind of measure. For example, you want to rename the file. Instead of test 8, you want to rename it as test 9. So we are using the command called mv command. So mv command majorly we are using for the purpose of renaming purpose we are using. If you want to rename the content, then we are using the command called mv command, move command. That's the same command Windows we are using the rename option. So here we are calling as a move mv command. So rm command only. There is one more character we are using. For example, -f we used test 9. Earlier it is listed yes or no confirmation. If you use f means it is not asking anything. F means forcefully, don't ask me anything, just delete it. We are informing to the operating system. We are informing to the operating system, just perform the things what I given. So that is the what we are giving the test9 command. So make sure that this command should not use into the your environment. Like most of the people are by mistakenly, if you use this command means it will delete the entire content of your directory. Means your present working directory, you are having the all the data, nothing but 0, 6, 7. So when I trigger this command, without asking anything, it will delete the data. So this is how much of dangerous means. If the data is very important, as I said you earlier, we are not having the any kind of recycle bin concept here. Once the data is gone means gone. That's it. You don't have any type of backout plan. So that is the reason we need to be very cautious. If we have any production environment backup method, any backup tools they are using means good and go. If not means it will go into a problematic situation. So that is the reason, make sure that you people are using the standard mechanism and don't delete any rm command. Never and ever perform rm-f or rm star command, because that one command will make you out of office. That much of dangerous it is. So in any administration, especially in Unix, RM command is strictly prohibited. Means without knowing anything, if you deleted means no one will ask you any question. They will directly, some of the cases, terminate also. I saw the situations in my environments. So that is the reason, whatever the command you are using, it is not harmful, but rm command will directly hitting to the, it will remove the content. That is very dangerous. So we need to be make sure on particular aspect. So there is a few more commands. Okay, so nothing but presently you are working into the here. So there is one command called tree command. The tree command will be not working into all the directories. Okay, so for example, you are into the college directory. When I trigger the tree command, it will list you out like a structure of the data into the good format. For example, in computer college, you have a dot represent your present working directory. So your present working directory is nothing but what, a root and college. We have a one directory, we have a 4 files. So this is the directory and you have separate files are there. Okay, so this is the way how it is data is listing into the your data inside your computer. If you have any data means that is also it will list you out properly. For example, so just I created the some content into the file. So now it is listing in this way. Inside a computer we have a particular directory. Inside the file we have a particular content. So it will list you out into the particular format. So this is a one of the way it will list you out. Now there is a one more command I can use it, RMDIR. RM command will help you to remove the directory. And RMDIR, I want to remove the information of, for example, computer. So when I'm trying to remove the content of the particular computer, it is not listing because it inside we have a data. Let me use the -f. Still it is not saying. So it is saying that you have a data inside. When data is there, it is not deleting any content. So that is the reason what we are doing. We are going to the file rm-rf star. I'm delete the content. Okay, so I'm back. I use the tree command. Nothing is there. RMDIR -f or RMDIR computer. I deleted. Otherwise you can use the tree command. So this is the way of your operating system work. Your operating system is not supporting, okay, if you don't have the content means it is not in a way to support, it is not ready to delete the content also. So that is one of the major advantage of your operating system, and it will help you to stop the any kind of data inaccurate way deleting and moving everything. It will help you to make sure your data should be into the proper way. So this is a one of feasibility situation. Any doubts here till now?
No, sir.
Okay. So the next situation is that we are using the one of the command called grep command. So what is a grep command? For example, let me go to the cd/var/log. I have one file cd/var/log. I'm taking the any one of the file. These all are different log files. Let it be, I will list out cat space messages. So it lists out the data. Now the requirement is that, for example, so as a part of activity, so for example, suddenly your server rebooted or particular time. Okay, so you are using the date command, you are finding out what is the current date or what is the situation when you rebooted. Just you want to filter the command, you are using the control F, right? In Windows you are using the control F. In the same way here also we are using the command called grep command. The grep command will list you out. For example, you want to search for the particular this word, you want to search for the particular one word into the particular file. So you are using the command called grep -i. -i is nothing but interactive. For example, if you can see that here, so with the starting or you can see that with the base. So I will be taking whether it is a capital letter or small letter. For example, there is some of the cases you are using, let it be DHCP4 is a small letter. For example, anything with a DHCP, okay, capital letter also there, that is also it will listing. I is nothing but it will list you out capital letter and small letter, both of the thing. And the next thing is that we are using next command called -a. So what exactly the -a? A is nothing but after. For example, first to find out the particular word into the file. Once you find out, after that there is a two more lines. After the lines, display the content. Okay. For example, once you find out the line, just display the content. B is nothing but before. Once you find the content, before two lines, from that before two lines. So this will be help you out, especially for example you people are using the some kind of any kind of application files and all. Suddenly your file is disconnected, suddenly your file is got a error, but before that your file content is around some 1 lakh and very huge file, application files. In the moment of the time, shortest way, okay, at what time the file is failed, okay, that particular file time we are checking. If not, which any error code, before getting the error code, first 10 lines, first 20 lines, what is the content, these are the things will help you out into the real time problem. Okay, so these are the basic fundamental. And df command will list you out your disk information. df-th, t is nothing but type, h is nothing but hexa. For example, it is list you out into the hexabytes, k is nothing but kilobytes. So T is a representation of what type of the file system. This is the next coming classes we can understand what is a file system and how the types will be there. Okay, So K is representing into the kilobytes. So the content here it is we can easily understand, but this is into the kilobytes. So in the same way df-ih. So what is a I means? I we are calling as a I node. I node is a representation of, for example, if any file is there, I will let you know later. But for example, inode is also one kind of unique number allocated to the your files. It's something like a okay railway bogie type. Railway systems it will be having right like S1 bogie, S2 bogie, S3 bogie. So that S1 is nothing but identification of particular bogie. So here also inode also will be act like a one unique identification number to the particular file. So this will show you there is some of the issues will come into the picture how we are going to recover it and we manage it. And the secondary thing is that, for example, there is a particular folder is there, you got one ticket stating that there is some data is occupying, you got 100% full, du-sh star. So it is listing you out nothing but du. So disk usage. So it will list out the content of everything, nothing but how many files are inside there, what is the size of the capturing, each and everything it will be list out the content. This will help you lot into the, for example, this is the file I don't want, I can remove it, otherwise I can zip it, I can remove it, this type of the characters I can do it. Okay, so this is the one of the major advantage of your day-to-day operations. There is a few more commands are there at the running the process. I will help you out with like a tar command, gzip command. Okay, there is some of the commands are there. Okay, so those commands and all I will help you out to adding into the at the time of going forwards. So till now you people are having any
Yeah, it's fine, bro.
grep command, what it will do, grep command will help you out with a one code. Okay, egrep is nothing but more than one character. For example, more than one character you want to search it. Okay, then we are using egrep command. So we are not into the messages directory. Okay, cd/var/log. So here I am searching for the two words here. One is the error, one is the particular thing. So in interview time also people will ask you that, okay, what is the difference between the grep and egrep? A grep command will search for the one unique identification character or number, whatever may be, means one search, one way of searching. But egrep command is nothing but we can search more than a two characters. So like for example you can see that cannot, this is also I want to search it. So it is listing out more than one character. If you want to search means we are using the particular things into the day-to-day activities like a grep, egrep. Okay, these are the very useful when you are dealing with any kind of application teams. Hope it's clear. So now somewhat you people are understand about what are the commands and why we are using, what is the purpose of that, basic commands and all. Is it clear? అర్థమైందా?
Yeah, clear, bro.
Okay. So once it's done, just do practice.